Hey guys, I'm Chrissy Tracy.
I'm Christina Gomez.
And
welcome to Plant Curious.
Naturally, we're drinking wine because just makes the video go over a little easier, you know what I mean? So, Christina is somewhat of a pizza professional, and I have a great pizza oven. So we came together and thought it would be really fun to make pizzas. She made some great fresh dough, and I was like, you know, what would be a nice appetizer with the pizza? And I thought, let me try a vegan Caesar salad. Have I ever made this before? No. I think it's going to be delicious, though. Like, that's kind of how I live my life. So we're just going to have fun, and we're just going to do that. And I can't wait to get started. All right, so we made our little salad. Well, I made the dressing, whatever. But this is the fun part. What are we making today?
It's pizza time, girl. We're making some hand-spun, Italian style, that nice, thin, crispy crust. We're going to go artisan style. We're just going to freestyle it. We got lots of fresh toppings that we made, some homemade cheeses. We're going to get real. It's going to be fun. So first thing we got to do is we got to work this dough. So I made this dough from scratch at home. Very simple recipe, very traditional Italian recipe, but I'm not going to tell you my secret. First thing we got to do is we just got to start working that dough. We got to get those air pockets out. So you got to work it just a little bit here. Then you want to form that crust. So you want to pinch and rotate. You got to make sure you got enough flour here so that you got a little bit of movement. And I love doing this because it's like therapeutic, like working with your hands.
It is. It feels so good.
Yeah, you get that nice that kinesthetic going on there. So we're gonna get that crust started first, and then we're gonna give it a nice little toss in that flour, and then we're gonna start to give it a nice little stretch.
Look at those pizza hands, bro.
I got them pizza hands,
play.
girl. I don't play. I'm a hands-on kind of gal.
Oh my god.
If you know what I mean. So you got to work it a little bit more. Again, you want to make sure you have a nice little crust on the end there, because the best part of the pizza is the crust. And I know there's a lot of controversy about that, but
I agree
I'm
with
a crust
you.
girl. Now, the fact that this is, let's be real here, okay? Traditional pizza recipes, like there's a lot of hate on vegan pizza, but like when
That's
it comes
true.
down to traditional pizza, like the dough is naturally vegan, so why do we need to alter something that's not broken? Like one of my favorite sayings is, don't freaking fix it if it's not broken.
I agree.
So with a traditional recipe that only calls for flour, sugar, water, oil, and yeast, like, why do we gotta alter that? Okay, so from here we're gonna bring it up. We're gonna give it just a little bit of more stretching here. You wanna make it nice and thin so it's crispy.
That's a really nice pliable dough. I really like it.
Yes, and then you wanna give it a nice little toss.
You want to work
that dough.
Yes, work it. Let them know what you do. I would love for everyone to know about you.
Yeah.
Christina.
So basically, I've been cooking for many years now. I mean, 11 years I've been in the kitchen. But I became vegan about 7 years ago. And then about 3 years ago, during COVID, I love that. And we're going to stretch it just a little bit more because we want it to be nice and big. But during COVID, I made it my mission to start educating people on nutrition and veganism, and the fact that you don't have to be vegan to get more plants in your diet, but why can't we enjoy really delicious healthy food,
right?
And learn how to cook it more. So I made it my initiative to start teaching people and educating them on okay, how do we eat healthier, how do we feel better, and basically just kind of spread the word on that. So that's when I met Chrissy, and I was like, this girl is amazing. She's a vegan chef. She makes amazing food.
So, why is Christina here? Well, first of all, let me just be clear. We are some of the best vegan chefs in Connecticut, hands down. And I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm saying that because I know. And I'm saying that because I've experienced working with Christina, and she knows how to run a kitchen. Let's be very clear. Way better than I ever could. But I think our passion exudes really well through what we do. And, obviously, it's easy to be a super preachy vegan and all of that. But even though we have our own ideas of how people should live and the best way to go about your life and your diet and the way that you treat animals and everything, overall, I think we both share the common goal of just wanting to get people to eat more plants.
Yeah, essentially.
Right? And once you start eating more plants, you're going to automatically understand that there's a whole world out there that you might not know that's delicious. And it can be easy with the right education, and that's where Christina kind of comes in, right?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for that. I love that. That was really sweet of you. So basically what I do is, I hate the word health coach, but I do consider myself a health life coach. And that's just like a large umbrella term for the fact that I'm certified in nutrition and fitness and things like that, but I'm also a professional chef. So I try to tie that all in together by helping people going into their homes, doing large group sessions, wherever I can go to help educate people on basically, how do we make healthier recipes and enjoy more plants in our diet. And another thing that I really find a lot of passion in is helping people with lower income on budget cooking.
Yes.
So like plants are super affordable. So like how do we make these recipes that not only can stretch for our families, but make them super healthy and bountiful and give our, more education and just on health and wellness. So.
I love that.
Yeah, thanks.
And you worked in a pizzeria in the past, right?
This is my first job. My first job ever was spinning pies, learning how to make these big, beautiful 16-inch Italian-style pies, and this one is ready to get dressed up.
Ready to go.
Oh yeah, we're gonna slap her on the peel. Woo! Let's do it. With this, we will want to. The first thing that we'll want to do is we're gonna want to puncture this pie just a couple times. So we can do this with either a fork or a knife, whatever is easier. And the reason being is we want to get rid of these little pockets. So as you can see, when you create like a nice pie like this, it's gonna have pockets naturally. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit a couple little spots in here, so that way, have you ever noticed when you eat a pie and it's like got these big bubbles in it and like all the toppings are like falling around it? It's not the best. So we're gonna totally eliminate that. And don't worry, your sauce isn't gonna go anywhere. It's still gonna be great. And that's what we're gonna do is we're gonna get rid of those pockets. So I'm thinking that we're gonna do, now this is a freestyle, like we said, this is artisan, right?
Yeah.
So we're getting artsy up in here. So we have a little bit of this Miyoko's revolutionary liquid vegan pizza mozz.
And I've never tried this yet, and I'm really excited because I've heard so many great things about it.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried it once. Now, the one thing that I love about this is it's cultured. So a lot of people, they really don't realize, like, fermented and cultured foods are immaculate for our gut. And, you think about pizza and people feel guilty after they eat pizza.
That's true.
Like, oh, pizza's not good for you. I mean, it's really not bad for you by any means. You got a little bit of protein in your dough. We've got some cultured cheese. We're going to put some veggies on it. I mean, you can't really go wrong, right?
I cannot wait.
So we're going to pour just a little bit of this on here. We're going to be super gentle with it because this stuff is really like, it's when the first time I used it, I was like, oh my gosh.
It's too much.
Yes, it spreads around like crazy. And then after you put it in the oven and let it start working, it's just going to continue to spread and move around a little bit more.
Do you want anything to spread it or?
Yeah, you know what? I'll just add just a little bit. It does continue to move around as it cooks,
that's great.
Which is awesome. But what we're going to do is we're going to go in for like a Bianca style pizza. Like we're just going to layer some cheeses and veggies on here and let it really like do its thing. And I love this style of dough and the fact that you have these amazing brick ovens because it's going to be crispy and delicious. So
amazing.
For now, we're going to par cook it just like this. We're going to let this.
Okay.
We're going to let this cook up just a little bit, and then we're going to bring it out and we're going to add the rest of the ingredients and we're just going to let it fly and see what it does.
Let's
right?
go. All right. So this is our Gozney gadget. This is what we're working with today. Gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
So what temperature do we have the oven at right now?
475, baby. Nice and hot, but not too hot because we want to let that dough get nice and crispy on the bottom. But we don't want it to cook fully just yet. Salivating watching it cook. You gotta be real gentle with her, Chrissy. You know, you gotta just make
sure treat her right.
You gotta make sure she's happy.
We identify as pizzolas. Okay?
Yeah, that's right.
This literally smells so amazing, and we've only got a par-baked pie so far. Like, I can't even.
Oh yeah.
So, what ingredients did you prep for this today, huh?
So, I brought a cashew ricotta where I soaked my cashews overnight in some hot water, and then I added some apple cider vinegar, nutritional yeast, a little bit of lemon juice, some chives, Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, the works. And then I also have some caramelized onions, which I hit with just like a touch of like some pure vanilla bean and a little bit of salt. And then I have a shiitake bacon, which I marinated in some liquid smoke, smoked paprika, and some other secret ingredients that I'm not going to share today.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
exactly. Have all that, but you know the idea.
That's right. So what we're going to do, Bianca pizza traditionally is a white pizza, so that's why there's no red sauce on here today. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create some really generous, like pretty little dollops here. Ooh. That's almost going to simulate like a margarita pizza where you have like those nice fresh dollops of mozzarella. And I love a homemade cashew ricotta because it has like a nice zing, but it also has like a little bit of that delicious nutty flavor. Now, a lot of people kick like vegan cheeses and
All
cheese
the time.
alternatives, but like they have so much integrity and fun to offer a dish. They don't have to be like cheese. If anything, why can't they just be their own type of food, right?
I couldn't agree more.
So let's go in here with some of this, right? Let's get some of these shiitake bacons. Come on, let's get real with it. Just generous. Make that. And look at it, adds a nice little color to the
It really
pie.
does.
It does.
It smells delicious.
That's
guys.
right,
Like,
girl.
Woo!
It's like
This is the first time I get to try her stuff, and I am stoked. Let
hey,
me tell
she's
you.
the mushroom queen, so I knew I had to bring some mushrooms to play.
I think that is so. Oh my god!
And it
I'm
smells
so
good.
excited.
So now we
Alright.
gotta get some caramelized onions in here. Now these aren't really the most fun to play with barehanded, but like, come on, let's just have a
Get
little
up
bit of
in
fun.
there.
Yeah, why not?
Listen, the fact that you do vanilla bean paste in your caramelized onions,
Just
I've
a
never thought of that.
The
That is
smallest
amazing.
amount. Yeah, the smallest amount. It really brings out the integrity of like that caramelized flavor.
I
It's just
figured.
so good, and it's gonna go really great with the notes of garlic and acid and other delicious things in this pizza. We're ready to get that pizza in the oven now. We're gonna let her finish baking.
Wow. Look at that. Happens to the best of us.
Beautiful.
We are rocking and rolling and rolling and rocking and having the time, guys. Oh yeah, baby. Let's show him off. Oh my god.
Smells amazing.
Yes! Alright, so our beautiful. Oh, I just have to.
Cradle it.
Oh my god!
Mamma mia.
You did that! So we're gonna just finish it off with a little arugula on top. What are you gonna do? What are you
Just
gonna
gonna
do
hit it
that?
with just a little bit of olive oil. Olive oil is such a great neutral, just a pinch. And we're gonna just toss it up in here. You know, everything's been hands-on today, so let's just.
I love hands-on. Honestly, I
Me
do.
too.
You know, that's the way to do it.
We don't need a lot, just a little. I think
Yeah.
arugula offers a lot. It's got a delicious kind of bitter flavor profile
yeah.
to it, and we've got lots of sweet and salt here. So
Oh yes.
let's go in with that.
That's gorgeous.
Look at
And
her.
then what else you got going on?
So I've got a homemade strawberry balsamic reduction, and I felt like the bright flavors of the warm weather coming through. We had to hit it with just a little bit of that.
So
So
my Aries ass is excited.
yeah, girl. So we've got just a little bit on
Wow.
here, just enough. You know, you want to get a good drizzle on everything. This stuff is potent, so you don't want too much. But
Okay.
that's gonna be damn good.
That looks so good. And me, on the other hand, I'm gonna just dress this salad real quick. Nothing too crazy. I honestly, you don't need too much. I'm just gonna like toss my romaine in that Caesar dressing I made earlier, and I'll add more as needed. So I tossed her up real good. I have some crispy chickpeas that I just did in a little, a little olive oil and salt and black pepper.
Yum.
Nothing crazy. But that's gonna kind of be in place of our croutons, basically.
Look at this
And
spread.
come on, guys. It really doesn't get better than this.
Magic.
Alright, so we've made our gorgeous pie. And our, little Caesar salad moment,
They're
baby.
both beautiful.
So, yeah, let's cut her up and
Oh yeah. Let's get it
give some
nice
final
and crispy.
thoughts.
So we've got, let's go in for like a good. I've never used this here before.
It's
but
amazing.
It's fun, and I
It
think
is.
it literally just got the job done in one try. So I like things
Woo!
like that.
Me too.
Girl, it's time to munch.
Let
You
me
ready?
get in there.
You first,
yo.
please.
Alright,
Ready?
I'm stoked.
Let's go for it.
Alright.
Here we go.
Oh my god. That is really good.
Starts with a little bit of what? What do you get first?
The first thing I get is the shiitake bacon, actually.
Okay, I like that.
And then it went straight to the caramelized onions.
Yes.
And I kind of got that vanilla-y, very slight.
Very subtle,
Oh my god.
right? Good.
Arugula was last, which I'm happy
Yes,
about
me
because
too.
sometimes it's first.
Sometimes it's a little too
And
overwhelming.
the balsamic is incredible.
Just that little on the top. Girl,
Oh
just
my
a little-
god.
Very good, right?
I am so pleased, dude.
I live to please. I aim to please.
Oh my god.
I'm a people pleaser. What can
Potato
I say?
salad, I'll change the arugula that just fell. I mean, honestly, if y'all tried what we just made today, you'd be like, where can I fucking get it? Where can I get this food? If you tried it, you'd be like, where can I get this food? And honestly, I see a lot of pop-ups in our future.
I do.
You gotta at me at EatWithChrissy, 2 Y's. And Crunchy Stina, how many characters are there though?
Crunchy Stina 2 A's.
2 A's. Not us doing the same thing.
Oh, I mean, you could totally hire us both for a personal, little private event, but
we're gonna kill this game together. Thanks for joining us today. We had so much fun, and I hope you had some fun too and learned something new. Bye.
Thank you.